I think I'm live. There we go. Just gonna play this for a couple of minutes. There's a live event going on, even though this is an offline game. And once I just do a little bit of this, we're gonna kick it off into a new map once again on Hitman 3 on the PS5. So I'm pretty excited for that. You know what? Piss on the red light. Ain't got time for that shit. Time is money. We're going places. We're going hog wild. Like a true Texan boy. I'm not from Texas, but that just sounded good. So I'm gonna roll with that. Am I even live? I think so. Either which way, this is a good game for me to warm up with. Till people start coming in the chat. If anybody shows up at all. I have to say, though, one of the things I'm not the most excited about in this game is how far you gotta drive. Hello. To go and pick up a job. I mean, I know that you can do random jobs that just gets you right into the action right away. I think there's a way for you to pick up jobs that are near you, because there's job outposts as you drive around, and that's technically what you should be doing, but I decided to opt for one that pays a lot of money, and I just so happen to not be in the vicinity, hence the issue. How's it going? Aparicio. Whoa, I almost crashed there. What's with all this rain the last couple of days I've been playing this game? Just raining all the time. There's a nice little Cadillac Escalade. Hello, Jack. Thank you. Diesel Power is back. I'm just doing this for a couple of minutes. It's called American Truck Simulator. I don't know what the hell accent that was supposed to be, but oh, this I'm really driving. I'm live streaming myself driving in my 18-wheeler. Move, bitch! Get out the way! This is the real life. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing some Hitman 3. I'll play a new level that I haven't played yet. The last couple of times I've been streaming, to be honest with you, I've been getting a little bit stressed out because I have really, really severe attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I know that gets diagnosed easily, and a lot of people will joke around and be like, yeah, every kid's got that. But I really do have it quite severe. And so when I'm trying to do something in Hitman 3 and I'm trying to do a puzzle, right? And I'm trying to figure out how to do something, and I'm reading the chat, and I'm talking, and I'm playing, it's like, it's a lot, and my brain gets overloaded. And when I'm doing that a couple of hours a day, and the very, little time that I have to, like, focus, and I don't do that by myself, it gets mentally draining. Whereas a game like this, I don't have to think. There's no thinking, there's no puzzles, I don't have to look out for a sniper shot, bullet coming at my eyeball. I just gotta drive and enjoy the view, ramble on a little bit. I have that game then. Oh, you do? Only play this game? Oh, no, I'm gonna be playing Hitman for real. Get out the way, but yeah, you remember that song? Oh, I absolutely do believe in aliens. Let's talk about that for a minute while I'm driving and sipping on my Diet Pepsi. The true silver bullet. Ah, so good. All right. Let's talk about aliens. And I'll try not to get religious while I'm at it. That thing that people are so excited to talk about. Yeah, let's stick to aliens. Let's stick to science. So, the universe, whether you're religious or not, like myself, I think everybody in here, even though there's only 2 people in here. Oh well, it happens. We'll all agree that, the universe is quite big. It's massive. It's, some will say it's infinite. It's beyond your wildest imagination how big the universe is. Our planet that has life form on it, carbon-based life form, we're like a pebble of sand, in like the Sahara Desert, right? Compared to the universe, we're nothing. We're like a grain of sand in comparison to how big the world is. So to think that we have this big, vast, infinite universe, and we're the only motherfuckers in it? Yeah, I don't think so. That's all the proof you need right there. I don't need to have seen or heard UFOs or aliens to know that they're out there. It's impossible. I don't see that being likely. Maybe improbable is the proper word. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but to be super technical, it's improbable that we're the only living, breathing beings in the entire universe. I mean, it's ridiculous. And that's whether you're religious or not. I mean, so that's my thoughts on that. It's just so simple. Oh, thank you, Diesel. Much appreciated. Well, I mean, so they say. Do you have the force fill? Steering wheel is moving on its own. What? What steering wheel? Where? No, I'm just using an old Xbox controller on my PC. I'm gonna see if a couple people more. I'm gonna see if a couple of more people come in, and then after that, like I said, I am going to do the Hitman. I just thought I would open up with this because I am going to do a new mission. Like I said, to recap in case you weren't here, I don't really feel like doing too many, challenges. They're stressful, especially like on a live stream. Unless people don't mind me going, okay, guys, I have to ignore you for a minute and then play somebody else's YouTube video or read some notes and, oh, what's the key code to this door? Let me go ahead and, Google that for a minute, so, I mean, if people don't, terribly mind me doing that sometimes, it greatly helps me if I can do some of those challenges, because I don't want to have to replay each level 50 times if I only need to play them 5 or 6 times. That's basically what I'm getting at, and, no offense, but if I'm not live streaming, it's obviously a lot easier to focus, right? But if I have people that are patient and they don't mind me taking a couple of minutes here and there, then, I can always try that at some point, which I've already done before. So yeah, aliens. Good times. Now, that's not to say that I think there's aliens living on Mars or the fucking moon or anything like that. But, we're discovering planets all the time. The technology that we have is just absolutely insane, right? As to how far we can see. Like, if you look at a star, for crying out loud, a star, just the stars that you see in the sky, right? Well, the nearest star is like 40 light years away. You would have to travel at the speed of light. You know how fast that is? The speed of light. For 40 fucking years, that's how old I am. Well, I'm 42, but you get the idea? I would have had to have been traveling my entire life right now, since the day I was born, at the speed of light on top of that, for me to finally reach the nearest star. And in between that, we're the only pricks inhabiting this place? Yeah, no. I don't think so. Have you... man, Lornal, you are some fucking wacky-ass dude. You asked me the most fucked up questions. Have I ever been punched in the ribs? Well, I mean, I've trained in martial arts extensively. So I've been punched, kicked, slapped, grabbed, ripped, clawed. In some instances, borderline stabbed and clobbered in every part of my being. Why are you curious about that? What makes that a terrible spot to be shot by a cannon made from bones? I'm so confused. Maybe one day. The whole thing with moderators, not to be an asshole or anything. I have OCD as well. I have really... Oh, there's 8 people in here. Okay, let me save the game. Let me save the game and I'll go into Hitman. I'll do a new level, something fresh. So, I'm a very small-time YouTuber. I don't have a lot of people that come in the chat. I mean, I can average between 8 and 12 or whatever. I don't need half the people that come in the chat being a moderator. Get it? I don't need that many moderators. Is it a bad thing if I do? No. Is it stupid if everyone that comes in all my streams was a mod? No. The problem is I'm kind of a prick in that I'm pretty strict with what I look for in being done when I'm streaming. And what I mean by that is, even though I like being silly and I like being goofy, I love having a good time, making a few cringy jokes, I can't have somebody be a moderator that's less mature than me. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a different personality, and it's sometimes hard for me to read everybody's personality. A lot of times people will be like, oh, why did Haruki get moderator? Is it because she's a girl? And I'm like, no, it's not, you numbnut. It's because she is, to this day, for the past 6 months I've been streaming, she is my most loyal... Well, loyal's maybe not the right word. This isn't a regime. Like, she likes to joke around. She's almost a part of all my streams. She talks to me a lot on Twitter. She shares ideas with me. You know, that kind of stuff. And when she acts out, I mean, I'm not shy. I tell her, like, hey, simmer down. But, you know, she does have some issues that she's discussed with publicly in the chat. So that kind of, you know, explains that a little bit. So, I mean, I know, like, I'm making it sound like it's like a big deal, but I essentially don't want too many people being mod. It might kind of make things weird. There's a few times, no offense, I had to tell Tyrone, hey, it's okay. You know, he can type the way he's typing. He's a mod. I've known him for a long time, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to start moderating my mods, if that makes it... Like, that's almost like another job on its own. So sometimes it could take a while for me to see people's personalities, and I'm just not that popular that I need that many mods. Really. That's just really what it is. I'm not saying you're not nice, but anyways, yeah. So I've done Dubai. Let me show you something else I did today. While we're at it, I did another location. I mastered the Bangkok. I've been dying to say that all day. I mastered the Bangkok. No, for real. Right there, tells you. I'm part of Club 27, the Bangkok, and I made it all the way to level 20. And I got me this bad boy today. Beautiful, beautiful weapon. It's the only pistol in the game that I'm aware of that's not just suppressed. Shh. It's subsonic. It's not just quiet. it's very quiet. It's really good for popping those fools that normally, if you would have popped them even with a regular pistol, they probably would have heard the psst sort of thing. So I worked on that today. Mumbai. No, sorry. The new maps. We've seen me do this. I'm level 12 of 20. It's kind of sloppy, but, you know, I only have so much time. Dartmoor, I maxed it out. Berlin, I maxed it out. China, 7 of 20 in one run. That's pretty good. We saw me do that for like 2 hours yesterday, and I beat it. We probably don't need to see me doing that again. And now there's only a couple of maps left. I know nothing about this map. I've never seen it. I've never read up on it. This is probably what I'm going to do in just 1 minute. Yeah, so I'm not trying to sound like an asshole when it comes to the whole mod thing. But I am a little bit picky. I do have not strict standards, but some minor ones, like I said. And quite frankly, I just, yeah, especially at this point, I mean, for the longest time, everybody saw Haruki was my only mod. Well, that's because I was averaging like fucking 4 people in a stream. Do I really need like 3, 4, 5 moderators when only 2, 3 people join the chat? Now, lately, in the last week or so, something happened and I went from averaging 2 to 3 people a stream to about 10. And I jacked up the moderator count more for the sake of, so that I'm more guaranteed out of the batch of 10 people that come to have at least one of them be a mod, if that makes any sense. And then yesterday it was kind of funny because half the chat were mods. So, right? And again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm OCD and I don't want to have to also mod my mods. I'll be back. I have to go to work. So glad you streamed so far. Love you, man. I'll be back when I get home. Thanks for streaming. Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Do you think the Hitman 2 missions is better than the Hitman 3 ones? I wouldn't say better, but I mean, there's definitely some maps in every game I like. Hello, Revenger. What do you think will happen if you give people mod rank? I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. What the hell's a mod rank? A mod rank? Can you tell I don't know much about, you know? All right, let me start the story. Brand new map. It's an exclusive world premiere on my stream, at least. Let's get into something new. Let's do it. I'm not even going to fucking look at the challenges or the master. I just want to play it, see what happens. I don't know what a moderator rank is. I modded people and that's it.
I found something.
I need to download his voice and get like a vocal cord implant.
Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan Yates & Cohn. And get this, it's hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
That was dramatic. Why are we always out to assassinate women? Okay, let's see. We're casual because we're playing the story. and I don't need to show off, quite frankly. But speaking of showing off, I must show off my new golden pistol with a pearl grip. It is, again, what I believe to be the only ultra-quiet pistol in the game. Or at least one of them. Our starting location, obviously, is going to be there. We can't change that, and it tells me that my outfit is determined by my starting location, which probably means one of the first two masteries will have another starting location in which we can use whatever outfit that we want. Yeah, I just can't be like having mods talking about like some really bad shit, you know what I mean? That's why I've told some people, no more joking around about like, the gas chamber and shit like that, because that could be taken the wrong way, and then it makes me look bad too, right? Because then it's also a reflection on me, right? And then if I don't see everything that's going on because the chat's going too quick and I got too many mods and people are saying some fucked up shit, and then I don't see it, people come in. I've already had people complain to me on Twitter, privately messaged me saying, dude, man, I like your streams, but what the fuck is this shit? Why do you allow this? Why does this person get to say that, but this person can't say this? And it makes no sense, and they're right. But it's that I don't always get to see all of that. And almost every single situation has to be handled differently. I could have someone come in and be like, hey, man, you should do this. Or be like, hey, fucker, what's up? Now, if I know the guy, that's okay. Let's say the guy, I don't know, he's donated to me a bunch of times, and he comes in, he's like, hey, what's up, fucker? You thinking you should play this game? Or, you think I'm going to ban him? No. But if a guy comes in for the first time, I don't know who he is, starts asking me all this weird shit, and he's just being a nuisance, he could end up not even swear. He could just fucking annoy me, and I'll end up banning him. You know what I mean? And then on paper, that won't make any sense, because I've banned people for almost next to nothing. For the mere fact that they just fucking annoyed me. They were a waste of space in my fucking chat. That's it. Remember those dudes that used to come in? Holy shit, there's 12 people in here. I'll get into the action in a minute, sorry. There used to be 2 people that used to come in. I forget their names now. And they used to be like, hey, Johnny, I think I'm stuck under the bed again. You wanna come bail me out, bro? I'm kind of stuck here. Just some really weird shit. And then one would ask me if I'm in a relationship, and I was like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't discuss anything that has to do with anything apart from me. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm gay, maybe I'm straight, maybe I'm bi. Things like that, I don't care if people know the truth, but I like to leave a little bit of mystery. That's just a part of my personality. I'm very candid and open book with a lot of parts of my life. Other parts, I don't go out and advertise it. But if you find out about it, I could give a shit. It doesn't bother me. But I'm not going to go out of my way to advertise it either. Sometimes some people will come in and they'll just push, are you in a relationship? Are you gay? Are you straight? And that's also like the first fucking thing that comes out of their mouth. There's no hello, how's it going? Nothing. They just come in. Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you married? Do you have a... What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Right? So sometimes I could just be like annoyed by that, especially if they're kind of like spamming and they're just going on and on, kind of like what I'm doing right now. So when it's clear to me what their goal is, I fucking delete them. Meanwhile, I could come in and have somebody start cursing and swearing and I won't ban them. So I have to analyze everything like individually. Well, I mean, don't get too carried away. Save some fucks for me. There's only so many swearing that can be done in a stream before it's deemed unacceptable to be monetized for most viewers or advertisers. Alabama. That's weird. What's weird? I don't know what's going on. Okay, we got 10 people. We've already lost a few. Let's do this. Are there story missions? There are story missions. Let's do them in order. These are mindless things I don't have to think about. Brand new mission here. Let's do it.
You got my message.
I did. And I also forgot to crank up the dialogue volume so you can actually hear what the hell they're saying.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been...
Sorry, because if you do swear too much, it can actually affect my channel. It can affect the video. Verbally or typed. I don't know how YouTube works, but I can drop a few F-bombs here and there. If you do it too early in a stream, you'll get flagged. You're not going to get in trouble, but the video won't get monetized. I have to talk about this, I'm sorry. And if it doesn't get monetized, we can all have a good laugh and go, dude, there's like 50 views on your live stream. It's not like you're going to be making $500. Correct. However, I put that this is suitable for most advertisers. If it ends up that that's false, I'm lying. I get sort of like a weird type of shadow strike. It's not a strike, but it's like a weird one. And what ends up happening is the next time I go to upload a video where it's legit and it's clean, guess what's going to happen to my monetization status? Instead of automatically being monetized because they trust me, they're going to force me to wait 20 minutes to 30 minutes to be reviewed, and it can actually drop my pay per million. So this month, for example, we're almost done the month. Do you want to laugh? I have almost as many views as I did last month. But do you know how much gravy I'm getting on my mashed potatoes? Barely half of what I've made last month. Yet my views are the same, and I actually have 15% more watch time this month. But my money went down the toilet. I'm short like a good few $100. Why is that? Because I'm pissing around with too many curse words. I've had too many of these invisible shadow strikes where I claim something is friendly and it's not. And then most advertisers don't want to be associated in that video. Then it delays the monetization. And then because YouTube looks at me and goes, man, this guy's just not reliable. Okay, so instead of him on paper getting, you know, $4,000 per million views, he's only going to get 2,000 this month. Let's see if he smartens up his act next time. That's why it was important for me to share all that information with you. And here is a perfect example of a guy who can fuck off. Ahmad Alvarez is gone. So he came in, butt sniff, bam, he's banned. People might be like, whoa, that's a little harsh there. What's going on? So that was a very important speech that I gave you. That is why I have to be really anal with who my mods are. I can't have my mods dicking around, swearing, cursing all the time. It makes me look bad, and it also affects, like I said, my monetization. And this month, again, I've made barely half of what I made last month, despite my views being about the same. Again, when you're reliable to YouTube and they trust you, and you're accurate when you say that your content is good and suitable for all viewers, and it's not, again, how much money they're willing to give you per million or per, like, I just used the word per million, per thousand, whatever. Say it's 10 cents a view, to keep it simple. It'll be maybe 7 cents per view. And then it's going to take an entire month for me to rebuild that reputation with them, to rebuild my trust with them. And then I'll get that thing that says, hey, looks like you've been doing good and you've been really accurate. This can actually affect your monetization percentage of how much money you get paid. Hello and bye. Pokemon, I have no idea who that is. Oh, hello, Ali. Marhaba. If I pronounce that properly. Keith Halleck. Did I say that? If he's still here. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But yeah, so that's why it's a big deal. Now you understand why I make a big deal out of that and why it's really important that I talk about that so that people don't think I'm just just saying that to be strict or anything. Who's Gray? Oh, Christian Gray. Hello. From Loop Group server. I'm just here to chat. I'm bored. That's cool. Oh, sweet. Now, Ali, did I pronounce that properly when I said marhaba? What about how do you say that properly again? The how are you? Kaif halak. No, it's Arabic. A long time ago, a lot of my friends I used to hang out with were all Arabic, and they spoke it, and I would ask them, "Hey, how do you say this? How do you say that?" But it's been like a long time since I practiced it, so I wasn't sure about my pronunciation.
I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted...
Oh, thanks. I wasn't sure.
For Gray. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about
He
that?
could smell the perfume.
As I'll ever be.
He could smell the Vidal Sassoon shampoo.
Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times.
Nice.
Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Man, I tell you, in this lifetime or the next, man, I got what it was I checked out Ali's past streams, and I saw him speaking Arabic, and it brought back memories when I was hanging out with my friends when I used to live up in the Northwest there. And I was just like, oh man, I wish I could speak that language. It's just, Chinese, Japanese, Arabic. Those are like my top 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like German as well and Russian, but probably if I had to pick my top 2, it would be probably Japanese and Arabic in no specific order. I would really like to know those. Spanish is kind of a little bit easy, because I already speak French and it's very similar. It's like, to give you an example, like in French, if you say, what time is it? Quelle heure qui est? What time is it? Quelle heure qui est? In French. But in Spanish, it's qui hora es? Qui hora es? Quelle heure qui est? See how that sounds really similar? So it's like, there's not much motivation for me to learn Spanish. No offense. It doesn't sound different enough for me to be super fluent in Spanish or even Italian, because I'm fluent in French. It's like it's not different enough for me. Whereas Arabic is like you cannot mistake that for any other language. And, yeah. What happened there, Haru? Oh, yeah. Make sure you check him out there. I saw his Facebook page, man. Holy cow. Like 56,000 people follow Ali on Facebook Gaming. Now, you were saying, Ali, when you stream, you do like multiple platforms. You do like a little, like you stream, but you outlet it to like different sources like Twitch, Facebook Gaming. Does Discord have... Sorry. Are you always on Twitch when you're on Facebook? If that makes it. Like, are you always multi-streaming all the time? Yes. Oh, yeah. It's got a lot of different dialects. Hey, this guy's an imposter. He's pretending to be me. Who is this guy? Is this some kind of joke?
Oh my lord, is that a Giracuckoo? I've always wanted to see one in the wild.
Who in the blue pineapple are you?
So jealous.
Do you see a problem with this scenario?
Come on. Look at that orange rufous crest.
No, I'm looking at your bald
So
pumpkin head
adorable.
trying to be me.
Why those yellow rings
It ain't
around
gonna
the
happen.
eyes? I mean, they fade in captivity.
Okay, let's move on with the mission.
Quite so vivid before.
This is what happened. Where the hell am I going? I've never been here, by the way.
Mustn't be late. The Garrett-
Discord has a stream thing. I stream from there a lot.
I'll get a picture later.
So, normally stream from my Discord stream. So. Yes, at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Because I don't really go on Facebook much, but Twitch, I don't mind. So if I have notifications on Twitch, I can always make sure that I know when you're streaming. Do you have a schedule as to when you usually do your thing? Or not really? I don't know where I'm going, sorry. I'm completely lost. Holy cow, this map is huge. That's the one thing about Hitman 3 is all the levels are massive. Not that Hitman 2 or 1 were tiny. But 3, let me tell you something. There's something else. And it's not showing me where I need to go. Story mission. I have to go in there. Well, how the hell do I get in there? Well, let's just go straight and see what happens. Yeah, do you have a schedule? Ali? Like around what time?
Please leave the area.
See? I'm not allowed in there.
Right. You can't stay here.
Listen here. Vaffanculo, leccaculo sporco, figlio di puttano. Huh? Ciupame me cazzo grande. Cazzo voi. Okay, we're gonna go in loud. They don't want to let me in. Is this how it's gonna be? Everybody was kung fu fighting. Da-da-da. There we go. Oh, right in the nuts. Well, that's one way to get in. Hey, you could have just let me through. But you couldn't do that. Right in the butt. That's a lot of grenades. Well, I thought I'd spice some things up a little bit. Ah, whatever. Hey. Well, I kind of went about it the wrong way. That's not quite how I wanted to get in. But, oh, I forgot to save it. But we do have an autosave. Thank God for autosaves. When I'm free, I'm crushed with work. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, okay, so you don't have, like, a specific schedule. My name is Rain. Well, hello. How's it going there? Why did someone time me out for asking a question? I have no idea. I'm gonna be... Phil, it's so cool how you know all the... Well, you know. A little bit. J'aime parler le français aussi. C'est très bien quand je peux trouver quelqu'un d'autre qui peut parler le français. Mais c'est très rare. La plupart des gens n'aiment pas parler le français. Et spécialement s'ils peuvent parler l'anglais. You would never know that I was a Frenchie. You really wouldn't. I can just blend in like a true assassin. Who the fuck do you think trained Agent 47? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're not going to try that again. We all see how that went. But with Hitman, something I'm starting to learn, it's all about thinking outside the box. This game is designed that you can infiltrate and execute your mission without even being seen. You could be the true John Cena. You know, you can't see me. Exactly. So I've never been here before, but this looks like an obvious first step. Whoops, it helps if you duck. See? There's no need to get violent. I mean, it's fun when you do. But now we can start sneaking around like a little mole rat, you know? Oh, imagine if this game had multiplayer. Co-op. Everybody comes in, starts hoofing grenades and shit. That would be hilarious. Again, I haven't watched any videos. I haven't watched any walkthroughs. I know nothing about this thing here. I'm just trying to, like, do that whole, like, first playthrough and see if I can figure out some stuff on my own so I can feel semi-smart. Obviously, we're going to use our vision. Ah, oui, 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 la grosse banane. Tout le monde aime la banane. Okay, let's see here. For our first story mission... Actually, you know what would help? What would probably help? I'm trying to see if there's a way. Yeah, I should. I should do this. Let me go and save it. Let's get an outfit. Let's dress up for the occasion, shall we? Oh yeah, this game would be nuts with co-op. As optional co-op. Okay, so we're gonna do this. And he's like, huh? Qu'est-ce qui se passe là-bas? Qui va là-bas? Mon tabarnak. Right? And watch this. Hey, hey, hey. Cabron. Get back over here. I'm throwing money. Is my coin not good enough for you?
Yep.
Da-da, da-da. Ah, you want the big banana? You want the big yellow banana? Oh, that didn't quite go according to plan. I'm sorry. But you're gonna have to... Oh, wow, that knee was... We're gonna close the door. We don't need, Can someone close the door? Apparently the door is stuck. Well, we're gonna bring him in here. There's only 2 unconscious witnesses. It tells you above your mini-map. In case you're wondering if you've been compromised or if anybody knows your dirty deeds. Free money. Shotgun. Pick that up. Okay. Now it's all about, do I want to look like a gocho? Or do I want to look like a bodyguard? I don't know which one has better security clearance. Hello, Stotts. How's it going? Phil, play the songs Grenadier Return on stream if you can find it. Yeah. There's no big difference between Hitman 2 and 3, or is it the same game? No, it's different. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Adiz. How's it going? Okay, I'm trying to figure out which one has a better clearance. Well, let's put both of them on. Because we need that anyways for that one achievement. So as a bodyguard, we're trespassing. But when we're this guy, we're not trespassing. So it looks like that's a better outfit, if you will. We're going to go ahead and stuff them. They can do whatever it is they want to do with each other. That's up to them. Nothing suspicious going on over there. And I think I'm going to save it here because this looks like a good starting point. Where I'm not trespassing and I don't need to freak out about people just attacking me on sight. So how's everyone doing today? Oh, how the hell does he know? He knows I'm not the real Gocho. He knows. Is this a door I can open? I didn't bring my lockpick. Are you fucking kidding me? Mierde. Damn it. Ah, you see that? Uh-huh. Pick up the crowbar. Because the crowbar allows you to open doors. I mean, it's illegal, but... Oh. Oh, shit. No.
Ah, señor. ¿Por qué me está pasando esta mierda?
Hey. Vafangulo.
Sí. That is broken, all right? Bravo.
Oh, you see. Yes, I have conversations with fake NPCs. That happens. Okay, so he's talking to him, so I probably shouldn't kick his ass. Is there anything in here that I want? No, there isn't. He knows who I am. I'm liking this area so far. No, it's all the way upstairs. Okay. Whoa. La, la, la. That was not good. We're going to go the other way. You thinking what I'm thinking? Good, because I'm thinking it. Seriously? I couldn't dump him over the edge, but I could... Wasn't me. Don't look at me.
Rich scratched your ass.
It was so close. What was so close?
Pay attention. Yates wants us on high alert.
We've been at this for months. Ever since the 1% killings began. Nothing's...
I'm gonna save it here again. I'm not entirely sure what something tells me I'm not supposed to push him. Let me look at the mission story. What does it say? Eyes on the target.
That's when it does.
Who are we on the lookout for anyway?
Something tells me if I push him, that wouldn't really be a good idea. Because then there's a bunch of people. Okay, there we go.
Don Yates has the snipers on high alert.
There we go.
They await a picture ID and kill order from the guards on the ground. Yates himself is clearly off limits, but Tamara Vidal is a different matter.
Yeah, me, when I can check you out, Ali, it'll definitely be on Twitch. I have Twitch on my phone, my computer. All the other platforms, I don't really touch those. I just don't have time to be in all these different social media platforms. I go on Twitter, YouTube, and I mean Twitch once in a while, but yeah. But I followed you yesterday, and I followed you on your Facebook page, just to give you the extra follow there, so you can start hitting 60,000 and beyond. Now, if you don't mind me asking, Ali, do you have a vision or a goal where you would like YouTube and streaming to be your primary source of income to replace your current career? Or do you enjoy what you do enough that you're just doing the YouTube stuff and the streaming just for fun? Or is it something that you're hoping replaces what you're doing? Like me, I'm on disability, so I'm hoping this takes over and I can call my worker someday and be like, yeah, so I don't need you anymore. I can support myself now. Thank you very much, you know?
My lip reading.
So me, that's my motivation, right? Steal a spotter's earpiece. Okay, so I'm not supposed to touch them. Okay. No problemo. He knows what's up. So we'll just avoid him a little bit. We'll go around him. Welcome back, Justin. Don't you worry about me.
I don't want to piss off someone who can take my head off from 1,000 yards away. They're bored out of their wits.
So what, they know that I'm not?
It'll be fun.
Okay, so this could be a little complicated.
That watermelon. Hold on. And send. Go on then. Tell them. Falcon?
So they can see through my disguise. So we've got to improvise again. How can we try and be creative? What if we drag one of them in the bush?
Well, claro. Hey, Universal.
Quick, go down. In the bush. Stay down. Holy cow. It worked. I didn't think that was going to work. My word. That was funny. And then he goes to get up and he just bounced. Like he's made of rubber. Oh, shit, man. That was really good. Did you see that? I thought that was funny.
No lo creo. Anyone there?
Oh, shit.
Don't forget about that money you owe me. Killer. Interesante. Oiga, huevón. Go see what the hell that was.
Ah, no, not. Ah. That wasn't for you.
Sometimes it's just your
Thief!
lucky day. ¿Qué es esto?
¿Qué pasa, amigo?
I hear gunshots. We're up, guys.
Yeah, that worked out well. Damn it!
Where the hell is he? Anybody see him? He just disappeared. What's going on?
Ah, I just can never do things quietly.
Did he just fucking disappear?
It just never works. I'm gonna crowbar these bitches. fuck it. I wasn't meant to be a quiet assassin. I was meant to be loud and brash. That's just how I roll. Plus, the less guards around, the better. Come a little closer. Oh, it's clear, all right. I'll clear your mind of all your troubles. Hey, over here. Fuck it. They're all gonna get it. Now, where's my damn coin? How the hell did you see me through the bush? It got ruined. Oh, that's good. Maybe one of these guys can come in here. They have a different type of outfit.
Me copian, calling in. Sí, Central, me escucha. Some psycho fucking people up. Hey!
Excellent.
Show yourself, princesita. Do I need to tell you?
Okay, that's it.
Go flush them out. No stop. Find the freaking gringo.
Catch. All right, you want to make this loud? Where the hell did my weapon go? The big one that I had. What the hell? I had like an automatic, this thing. Holy shit. I really stirred the hornet's nest now. All right. Crowbar time. Oh! Ouch. Haha, you can't see me. Oh, this is intense. How the fuck can they see me in the bush? Ouch. Well, then I'm not gonna play fair either. All of you. Oh, that's what happens every time I pull out the goddamn shotgun. The other one goes. Cantonese, the dialect of Chinese. Yeah. Shit, this is not looking good. I've really done it now. Oh, I really need that. Holy shit. Mamma mia. I really did it now. Holy shit. Stay down. Hey. Did you make the list? Ow. Get the fuck out of my box. Can I breathe? Now that was a massacre. Holy shit. That's it. Little chiropractic adjustment. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, a little late now. Yes, I just went John Wick mode. Ali, did you hear what I said earlier? About me being curious if you were hoping that YouTube and streaming would ever replace your current job, or if you just do it for fun. I was just curious, like what your vision was for your streams. Wow, I survived this for quite a while. I think that's the longest shootout I've ever survived. All right, let's round them up. And let's see what we've done. Oh, that one's suppressed, even better. Wow. Look at that. Well, this was all because you just wouldn't let me come enjoy the roses.
Yes. Oh, that hurt like hell, you son of a...
Oh, that glitches back. YouTube is kicking me in the guts, so I kept my... Oh, okay. Right. But in a perfect world, if you could, obviously that would be something that you would like to do, right? Did I drop the gun again? So help me God. Where did it go? I need that weapon. So by the way, we completely ruined doing this story mission. Somewhere along the way, it didn't work out. I'll have to do it on another playthrough. I think this is the guy that's glitched. It's like a weird sound glitch.
I read your command.
Yeah, I botched it.
Understood. Bagging and tagging.
Well, so much for that. I'll have to do that on a different playthrough. Where we create a YouTube channel and we gather small streamers and upload it. Upload daily. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do as much as I can with the free time that I have. Yeah, YouTube is a lot harder than it used to be, man. It's a real struggle. Like I was saying earlier, why I tell people to try as much as possible to keep the chat clean. I've only made half the amount of money this month because of that. Partially. So it kind of sucks. Let's see. I don't even know what to do at this point, to be honest. I really botched it. I'll at least be able to do the mission. What challenges are there? Let's go to feat. And let's see if there's any rewards that I can think of that I want. No. Alright, let's just go in. Do not eliminate.
Nice day.
I like your gun. It's got a silencer. That's the one I had until someone took it away from me. For me? Give me 1 second there. Is ideal for me. Well, check this out. So real quick about money. So I'm on disability, right? I think you knew that, eh, Ellie? I've been on it for half my life. For anxiety, depression, different things. And so on average, between the disability and the YouTube, on average, in American dollars, probably about 1,100. Like I'm talking in US, like I'm in Canada, obviously, but just so you know the currency. I make about 1,100 or 1,200 a month between the two, combined US a month. And then half of what I make on YouTube takes, they take it, my worker, because I'm on disability, they go, oh, you made, $400 or $500 in a month. Okay, we'll take half of that. It's like, oh, but it's the law. I can't do anything about it. But with that, like I said, I still clear about that, around 12, maybe 1,300 US on a good month. So the dream is real simple. If I can have YouTube do alone the 12 or 1,200-ish, 1,100 dollars a month just from YouTube, then I can call my worker and be like, yeah, so this looks like this is pretty stable. I guess, I can make my own $1,000 a month. I guess I don't need you. And then, bye-bye. Then I would be a 100% true blue full-time YouTuber / streamer. But that's the goal, because I'm going to be 43 years old. And, yeah, like I said, I don't have much to show for myself. I had more to show for myself when I was a teenager. I was running a security company. I was assisting the RCMP, which is the Canadian version of the FBI. Man, I had some wicked jobs when I was younger. But, I became stupid. Drugs, alcohol, partying, getting involved with gangs, doing things you're not supposed to do. That kind of stuff. So now I've been behaving and, doing what you're supposed to be doing on the right side of the law for about close to 20 years now. So I've stayed out of trouble. I've been drug and alcohol free 20 years. I think I shared that with some people in the stream. So January 15th, that just went by a couple of weeks ago, that was 20 years since I've had any alcohol. I quit the alcohol 20 years ago. And February 17th, coming up in a couple of weeks, will be 20 years that I quit drugs. And then June the 2nd will be 22 years that I've quit smoking. Holy cow. Thank you very much, Ellie. Wow. That's a lot. Make sure you have some money left for yourself now. Madness. Yes, RCMP is Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I don't speak maple syrup. Thank you very much. That definitely helps a lot. Her brother is in gangs. Who is? Yeah, that's for sure. That's like I was saying yesterday when I used to have a lot of money and I didn't have to pay rent or anything. I used to buy my friends supper all the time, buy their cigarettes. Sometimes I would help them gas up their cars because we were young teenagers, most teenagers don't have a lot of money, but like I said, my best friend had gotten killed. And, the school, my high school had an actual on-site psychologist, and she's the one that said, "You're not handling this well. I'm saying you should officially," she didn't like using the word dropout, but she was like, "You should definitely take a break, come back in a few months. You really need this." And instead, like I said, I went and got a job, and then my dad, because he felt bad, even though he wasn't rich either, he was like, "You know what, I'm going to give you a break because you're working hard. You've got 2 jobs. You don't have to pay for rent. You don't have to pay for food," like I said yesterday. So, yeah, it felt so good. All that extra money. So, like I said, all my friends that were friends with me before the money, it was nothing for me. Like, I never got to save money. People were like, "Oh, you should save money." I was like, "I'm good. I'm young." At the time, I'm young. I'm a teenager. I was like 17 years old. Save up for what? I'm still living with my dad, right? But I was working my ass off. So I was doing security, and I was mainly delivering pizzas, part-time for the supper rush, because I was hungry to, make some money so that I could have some fun with it, right? And I enjoyed it very much. Did someone leave? Hello, Eagles. How's it going? You're from Abu Gamers? Nice to meet you. Did I miss anybody? Remember to @ my name, like @Philminator, if you need to really get my attention. Teach me. Yeah, try to watch the swearing a little bit. You've been swearing a lot, but then again, so have I. Like I said, that can affect the monetization status a little bit. Only because, again, to recap, I'm going to try to explain it while I'm talking. The reason why swearing can be bad for money on YouTube, like this month, I only made half of what I would normally make. It's because I'm claiming that my live streams are ad-friendly for most advertisers. And then when... You can't just leave that. Oh, oops. And then when YouTube sees that, in fact, I didn't make it advertiser-friendly, and they see F this, F that, they basically go, "You've been naughty." So they can actually semi-penalize you behind the shadows. So if you're always getting, I don't know, let's say $500 a month, $500 a month, and you're getting the same amount of views every month on average. And all of a sudden, you're not getting $500. You're only getting $250. And you're like, what the hell happened? That's what happened, right? And then when you go to do a regular upload and you go to monetize it, it won't monetize automatically. It'll take up to a half hour before it monetizes. And sometimes that first half hour to an hour is crucial. That's where everybody comes in. They check out your videos. If they've all checked out your video and it wasn't monetized at the time, then you're not getting paid on top of that, on top of the fact that now your pay per million went down, and then you've got to rebuild your name again. You got to rebuild your status, and that could take a couple of months. Again, that's why, again, swearing's not bad. Even I have to watch out for that. I have a potty mouth. But I do try... I am trying to reduce it a little bit. Because I would rather have twice as much money coming in from YouTube than having the freedom to drop a couple of extra F-bombs. Again, those are things most people don't know about YouTube. But I'm finding that out the hard way. Well, sometimes I make a little bit more, but it's not like my average, though. My average, like I said, combined, like the more I make on YouTube, the less I make on my disability. So it's like if I YouTube, well, then my disability goes, okay, cool, right? So for every, let's say $500 I make on YouTube, I actually don't get the $500. I actually get $250. But if I just got off the system and just kept my disability, that would be less money. It's always going to be more money for me to have it coming from the disability and the YouTube. Disability also in my country allows me to do the following, which is really interesting. Let me try to explain while I play, which is not something I'm good at doing. I'm allowed to actually make more on YouTube than I do on disability. I'm actually allowed to make more. But I will make a lot less on the disability, right? But it's just to say that I'm allowed to do it. And I, in a way, don't want that, if that makes any sense. So, like, my disability is about, in American dollars, I think is about $800 a month, roughly, is what I make a month. If I wasn't doing YouTube, like my base pay is about $800 a month. Let me save it here. $800 a month. Let's say I make $2,000 on YouTube. I'm allowed to do that. But they will just like deduct a lot. You know what I mean? A lot on my disability check. But it's just to say that I am allowed to make even more. But it's going to come to a point where psychologically, I'm going to want to just not have them in my life, even though I'm allowed to make more. You see what I'm saying? So I know it sounds funny because some people are like, oh, let's say you get $1,000 to keep the numbers even. You get $1,000 from disability, but you make $2,000 on the side. Why are they still paying you? Hey, they allow it because they know that you're disabled and that the job that you're doing may not always last forever. It's not steady. So they just kind of keep you on, and it fluctuates. If 1 month I do really bad, well, then I'll get more from my disability. So I always have that thing to fall back on. They're like my financial crutch, essentially. But it's going to come to a point where even if I'm able to stay on the system, if I ever do make it big enough that I can make at least $1,000 to $1,200-ish US dollars a month, ballpark, I will just on my own call them and say, listen, I know I can stay on, but I want to be fully independent. And then just cut the ties and that's it. No, why are you calling people a dummy? That's not cool. He was just answering the question. I do live in Canada. Unless I'm reading that wrong, but it looks like you're just saying no, dummy, not you. Anyways, I really botched this playthrough. But I'm still going to go ahead with it.
Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing. And the blame falls
I will
on
do the
rogue
story
assassin
mission on my
who
own,
lives
to be
in
honest with you. I just wanted to do some action, hang out, talk to some people.
He could even be using her to test your loyalty.
Yes, that is the crunch.
Perhaps we're looking at this the wrong way. Perhaps it is less about the
Oh, that's right. So I saved it right here. Actually, I saved it right here. That's right. There's a few different ways I can eliminate them. I keep forgetting that to get some challenges. So that was straight shot. Awesome. Remember that trick I told you about? Yeah, I got confused between Jack LeBombard and Justin because they both start with the letter J and they both have like a gray profile picture with the letter J, even though one's capital and one's minuscule. I just wanted to know, to make sure I'm not reading too much into it, that you weren't calling... Yeah, that's just not cool. But I want to give him one chance to explain himself as to why he's calling people a dummy. Jack, I blocked him. You blocked Justin? Yeah, exactly. I got confused. No, Jack is nice. He always comes in and says that he likes my streams and that he likes me. And he's always fairly quiet and doesn't troll or anything like that. So Jack is cool. Justin Steinbach has been around a couple of times. I've seen him around. See? So I shot this guy in the head, right? And now we choke him. Now we got Piano Man. Now we reload it. Get it? We just keep killing him different ways. And then once we actually finish the mission, I will get all those challenges.
Then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year.
Well, I'm about to... I mean, for now, I'm just gonna... whatever there, see what he has to say. But it can... You know, just for the fun of it, can you guys help me out? Am I reading this wrong? Jack says, "Where do you live?" Ali answered and said, "Canada, because that is where I live." He answered for me, heaven forbid, because I'm playing. And then Justin goes, "No, dummy, not you." So is it me, or is he calling Ali a dummy? Or did I miss a part of the conversation? Okay, but I just okay. I don't like that. Anybody gets I mean it you know, I've been called worse, but that's not something I tolerate. But well, no, why would you block? It's the Justin guy. Jack asked where I live, but Justin answered and called Ali a dummy. But Ali is also a moderator, so if he wants to ban him, he can. I just feel like it's my job to call that shit out, right? Because that's fucking rude. Yeah, I like giving people the benefit of the doubt because I've made mistakes too where I went off on someone and they were like, that was meant for the other guy, and I was like, oops. You know what I mean? Because I can be very quick to react. That is a flaw of mine. I don't always
Convincing, but not too convincing.
I don't always think before I speak. But I can admit that. You know? Yeehaw! So we've assassinated him 3 times already in one save, so that's kind of cool. So that's what you want to do. You want to do this kind of stuff to make efficient use of your time. And, oh wow, I just noticed the time. I am going to have to go very shortly, actually. Yeah, I am going to have to go, unfortunately, in a couple of minutes.
Burnwood suffers an accident, convincing but not too convincing, and the blame falls on her rogue.
Yeah, I'm just going to end it here. I'll just kind of, I guess you could say, sort of chit-chat for a quick minute. We'll let things get caught up. What the hell happened? Oh, good thing I saved it. I was like, what happened there? That's been happening a little bit here and there, unfortunately, with the game glitching. You hear the crackling sound? That's that sound I was telling you about that starts to come after about an hour, hour and a half on my computer, and I have to keep restarting my computer every hour because something happens to my sound and it starts to build up and it gets really loud, and that's why I'm gonna have to buy a new computer sometime, hopefully by the summer. Now I'm just gonna go in really quick, but yeah, if there's anything anybody wanted to say, do this in the chat like this. When you do at and then my name like that, see, it highlights my name in orange and it gets my attention if there's something important you wanted to mention to me. I'm going to go in here really quick and I'm going to see if I still have those pending kills. I don't think I do. I might have lost them all. Cuz you have to anyways. I'll see. Oh no, I still got them. Okay. Yeah, okay, see? Even with a crash. Because it's in the cloud, that's right. So I've killed him 3 times technically in one shot. Me, not too bad, Jack. How are you doing? Because I wanted to show people if you do that, that's how you can get my attention. Sometimes in the stream, it can be a little bit messed up. Even though there's only like 10 people in the stream, there could be like a lot of chatting going on. And if I'm trying to play and chat and not pause the game every 5 seconds, it's quite easy for me to miss when people are talking. Yeah, I'll let the other guy know, but I wanted to at least, you know. Oh, I wouldn't know the requirements. I mean, I never seriously contemplated joining them back in the day, but you definitely need college. You definitely need police foundations, high school diploma, some type of post-secondary work in security or something like that for probably at least a couple of years. And then at that point, it's your grades in college. Obviously, the higher your grades, the better your mental state, your physical state, and all that kind of stuff is going to take into consideration. Right? But yeah. Well, I am going to go. It's been an hour and a half. You're bored, you need a new game. Oh boy. Have you tried, I don't know if you would find this interesting. It's on sale. I'm enjoying it. It's called House Flipper. It's interesting. You walk around first person, you paint homes, you take down walls, you redecorate them, you buy new furniture, you do jobs for people, and then at some point you just go around, you buy homes, you soup them up, for the lack of a better term, and then you turn around and you flip them. You hustle, almost like a real estate agent. I am so confused as to what the hell is going on in the chat. I completely missed what happened. That, like, went over my head. Jack, who are you saying is being mean to you? I don't understand. I mean, I'm watching the chat, and I see you asking me how my day is going. There must be something I'm not seeing here. Jack says, "How are you doing today?" And I said, "I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing?" Then Harukinator, "Why are you adding yourself? What's the requirements for the RCMP? Police foundations, blah, blah, blah." Ali says, "I'm bored, I need a new game." And then out of nowhere, Jack says, "Because you're being mean to me." What part of the chat did I miss? I am so confused. Let me go through some of the games I have really quick. In recent memory, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I don't need to keep that in there anymore. House Flipper, I'm enjoying. Like I said, I like simulators. I like Farmer's Dynasty, farming simulator. Borderlands sports games have a lot of high replay value. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Jack. Jack has always been really nice. Justin was the one that wasn't being I don't understand. Can someone fill me in on what I've missed? I don't understand. All I saw was Jack say, "How are you doing?" and then, "Why are you being mean to me?" I saw absolutely nothing else in between that. But clearly everybody else is seeing something that I didn't see. So I'm just really confused. Call of Duty's another game I like to play. Torchlight is pretty fun. But Jack, can you tell me who you think is being mean to you? I totally didn't see any of that chat. Tropico 6, I like playing. Sims, these games have high replay value. Ali, I'm not too sure if you'd be into those kinds of games. Resident Evil 2, I love. Warhammer Vermintide. Sleeping Dogs is a good game that's pretty cheap. That's a good game, but a massive time sink. Yeah, like I said, I'm just confused with the chat. Because all I see is, again, Jack says, and I quote, "How are you doing today?" And then out of nowhere, Ali was saying that he was bored and would like a new game. And then out of nowhere, I see Jack say, "Because you're being mean to me." And then out of nowhere, Harukinator says, "Jack, shut it." And then I'm thinking, from what I'm seeing on my end, I'm thinking, okay, well, slow down there. Like, don't tell him to shut it. All he said was, "Why are you being mean to?" But I didn't see. Like, there's something in the chat that's missing that I'm not seeing that prompted him and you to say that to him. This is so confusing. I have no idea what's going on. I'll have to put my faith in my moderators, because there's a few of them in here that you can handle whatever's going on. But I'm just saying, for me, Jack has always been really nice. Even now, I can't see anything that he said that was bad. He just said, "Why are you being mean to me?" And then right before that, he asked how my day was going. He's the one that comes in every single day, says, "I really like your streams. How are you doing today? Keep up the good work." So it's not like he's normally a troll or anything like that. So that's why I'm just kind of surprised that everyone's just like, "Hey, shut it." And I didn't see what somebody supposedly said to him. No, I know, but I'm like I said, I don't pick sides. I just call it the way I see it. What made you say you're being mean to me? I didn't even see it. I don't even know what's happening, honestly. I mean, I would just say, if you don't mind, let this one slide, and Jack, if you did fly off the handle, not saying you did, simmer down. Everybody else, let's just calm down. This isn't like a Josh or, you know. I didn't even see him troll, to be honest. Don't forget, there's also a guy, Justin, in here that kind of looks like Jack. Starts with a J, has the same profile picture with a J. Justin was the one that was being a jackass. Remember that. Justin was the one that was like, hey, listen here, dummy. Like, if anything... Okay, so let's just stop making fun of each other. Let's do that. Let's calm down now. Oh, you did kick Justin? Okay, whatever. He's been in here a lot of times before, but I'm just saying, here, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I'm fucking confused. I'm gonna do it. Let's do this, so that you understand where I'm coming from. I know I've explained it. Okay, check it out. Watch my chat. Right here. Right here. See that? I just highlighted it right there. Jack says, and I quote, "How are you doing today?" And then Harukinator, "Why did you at yourself?" And Harukinator, "Oh, what's the requirement for RCMP? Blah, blah, blah." Abu Gamers, Ali says, "I'm bored, I need a new game." And see, look, out of nowhere, Jack says, "Because you're being mean to me." What? What happened between "how are you doing today" to "you're being mean to me"? There's nothing here. Then Harukinator says, "I need a horse." Out of nowhere, Big Simp Tyrone says, "Who, Jack?" Harukinator says, "Jack, shut it. Take him out." Indeed. Whoa. But do you see from my side why I'm confused? I just showed you, like, there was nothing there. I didn't hide anything. I like the Mendoza map. I like all the maps. They're quite diverse from one another. I just wanted to show people what I'm seeing so that people don't think I'm doing, favoritism. Right? I wanted to prove to you that there's, like, literally something about the chat got blocked that I didn't see that you got to see. That's what's happening. So again, to recap, in between "how are you doing today" from Jack to "because you're being mean to me," something happened in between these few lines that got automatically removed by YouTube, and I never got to see what was said, which is why I feel like I'm left in the dark. No, I don't want to play any music because that'll definitely unmonetize my stuff. I don't know if Ali's still in here. I don't know. But do you understand why I'm confused? Why I was confused? That's because of that. It's because I don't know what the hell was going on. I didn't see anything from my end. No, I'm not saying you hid, Justin. I'm saying YouTube hid something because you all reacted to something that was said and I didn't see it. It wasn't hidden by anybody in the chat, by any of the mods. It just wasn't shown, period. For me. It's kind of like that time someone came in and they screamed out like the N-word or something like that. And I was like, fuck you. And I booted them and everybody in the chat went, is Phil talking to himself now? We didn't see any of that. because YouTube automatically blocked it. Then I showed you the chat, and everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't even see that." And I was like, "Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. I'm the streamer, and I don't even get to see everything that's going on in my own chat." That's all I'm saying. Which is why it's nice to have a couple of mods around, because they can see things I guess I can't see, which is a little bit odd, but it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, not too much going on now. Like I said, I'll be going in a couple of minutes. I think Ali had to go. Hello, Revenger. But yeah, so I'm gonna... Okay. Jack. Who are you mad at? No, not too much talking. I want to see what's going on here. Quit calling people names, Haruki. It's not helping when we just keep calling people names. I have it on live chat. What does that mean? What? But you can switch it to live chat where it does... Oh, I have it on live chat. I can't change it to anything else, to be honest with you. Now I'm getting texted. Okay, give me a second. I can be back in a minute. Give me a second. Oh, Justin's pissing you off. Well, yeah, I can understand that. But Jack, answer me this. Who was being supposedly mean to you? And then I want to really move on from this high school drama shit. Okay, I'm back. For a few minutes only. Justin, who were you calling a dummy earlier? My goodness, I feel like I'm a fucking high school teacher. Yeah, I think Ali had to go. But this is a new silly little game that's pretty cheap that I've been having fun with. Justin, earlier you said to Ali, "Not you, dummy," when someone was asking me where I live. Jack asked me where I live. Ali answered for me and said Canada. And right after that, you said, "No, dummy, not you." So that really didn't look good. And then shit spiraled out of control, and now I feel like I'm a teacher in a high school. Who's making... I don't fucking care, but who's making fun of Canada? What? Who's making fun of Canada? By saying what? Because we talk maple syrup? Me, I'm 42. But yeah, I do have to go there. I just kind of wanted to wrap this up. No, but I want him to answer me just so I know what's going on. I don't want to be a knee-jerk reaction kind of YouTuber where I hear one thing, I assume something, and then boom. Unless I know for sure what was going on, I don't just boot people for, you know. Well, no, but Justin, I'm just asking. Why did you call Ali a dummy? And who is making fun of Canada? That's what I don't understand. That's all I'm saying. And for the sake of trying to be mature, which is not something I'm good at doing. Thanks, Jack. I would like it if my mods don't call people names, regardless of the situation. I know that sometimes I might, like if someone comes in and they try to insult me really bad, and I'm like, hey, listen here, dingus. You know, but I'm just saying, I would like it if the mods don't do that. It has a bad look, you know. There is obviously a type of image, semi scratched up image. Not a nice painting, but I would like a hello Demon Killer 420. Who the hell is Justine Turd? Yeah. So let's just calm down. I'll say that. Who's TJ? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Which is why I have to tell Harukinator sometimes to take it down a notch. Yes, and I've been counting them. But like, yeah, like I said, in closing before I go, because I am hungry. I want to go for supper there. I'll probably be back a little bit later, in a few hours, because there's like 11 people in here, just so they understand. I'm not mature. I'm in my 40s. I like to have fun. I like making cringy jokes. The thing that I'm able to kind of get away with maybe a little bit more than anybody else in the chat, not because I'm the one streaming, is because you can visually see my body language. You can hear my tone. You know when I'm joking around. When Harukinator says things like, shut up, I'll criticize Maple Syrup Land if I want to, she's actually not being rude. She's just playing around. It's like her going, zip it, puppet. I will make fun of them if I want. You know what I mean? Like she's just playing, but you can't hear that or see her expression. So that's why I'm saying for mods, if you can, you know, try to not be making fun of people. Yeah, I know, but why were you calling Ali a dummy? Because he answered for me when Jack asked where I was from. Man, we've wasted so much time on this fucking shit. I will tell you this. Justin's been in here quite a few times. I've never seen anything that was really bad, apart from just it not being nice to call people dummy. Just because someone was... if that's even what happened. It looks bad on my end when someone says, hey, where are you from? And then Ali says, oh, I'll answer that for him since he's playing Hitman, getting shot at by 50,000 people. He's from Canada. And then right after, I see Justin go, no, dummy, not you. Like, that's how I took it. And I took it like you were directing it to Ali, which is why I wanted to clarify it. Yeah, for real. Like I said, I'm not fucking soft. I'm not a snowflake. I don't give a shit what people call me. But, you know, like I said, it's nice when people aren't all going off on one another. It doesn't look good. I'm not saying you can't have fun, like I said, and be silly. What's that, Revenger? And I've told you to shut your pie hole a few times too. I'm not shy, right? Like I said, that's another reason, why I want to be careful who I make mod, because I don't want to have to mod my mods, right? I still want like a certain level of whatever. Like even a guy who's funny like Dr. Disrespect, who's like my favorite streamer in the world, man. He's just so damn funny. Even he doesn't tolerate, certain stuff. If people come in and start talking politics or anything like that, he's got like bots and moderators that'll kick your ass out like right on the first get-go. No one's calling Dr. Disrespect a snowflake or a social justice warrior, you know what I mean? It's just one of those it's one of those etiquette things in streaming that you just don't do, or having mods insult other people. Yeah, I'll try that next time. Dr. Disrespect got in trouble for promoting David Icke. I don't even know who David is, but okay. I don't know who that is. Oh, I mean, like I said, in closing, a lot of the games that I like to play, like in between regularly scheduled AAA games that come out, like your Assassin's Creeds, your Spider-Man Miles Morales, your Hitmans, your Watch Dogs, all that kind of stuff. Once it kind of dies down a little bit and the hype dies behind it, I mean, Hitman is probably going to be one of those games that I always go back to revisit to try to have goofy moments, because it is very sandbox-like a sports game. You play basketball, hockey, soccer, football. Sure, it's the same shit. A bunch of sweaty men chasing, a shit-stained colored leather ball, trying to get it in the net. One sport, you do it with your foot. The other one, you do it with your hands. And on paper, that can sound really boring. That's all basketball is. A bunch of 8-foot-tall people fucking running back and forth like a beanpole trying to score a leather round ball in a net. It's very easy to make sports sound incredibly boring, but no two matches play out exactly the same. Those are the kind of games I go for, what I call dynamic games. Hitman is dynamic. Red Dead Redemption can be. Assassin's Creed can be. But I find this game to be more dynamic in nature. So a game like Hitman 3, any sports game, Call of Duty, it's the same shit, just a bunch of, people running around shooting each other. Yay. But it's huge. It's Call of Duty. A lot of people are into it, right? It's one of the biggest streamed games in the world. So that's why your Call of Duties, your sports games, the one-off games like Hitman 3, games like Civilization, real-time strategy games, again, where no two games are the same. I know I've done this a lot, but I'll just show you really quick. So a game like Borderlands 3, any of these sports games. Again, not so much Valhalla and Miles Morales. Those are kind of played out. The story's done. There's only one way to approach the mission. And then it's just walking around killing random people. There's no extra challenges for decapitating with an axe one of the bosses versus doing it with a spear. You know what I mean? Which is where Hitman has a lot of its sandbox-like features. Games like sometimes farming, even though those can be insanely boring for the vast majority of people and have a very small niche, I enjoy them because they're relaxing. Same thing with skateboarding, my American Truck Simulator that I started playing recently, House Flipper, strategy game, Tropico. Again, Yakuza, amazing game, but it's very, very story-driven. Once the story's done, you can just go back and kind of randomly just get into random little fights, but that's it. You know what I mean? Amazing game, But no offense, it doesn't quite have the lasting power as something like Hitman. And then apart from that, Sims can be interesting because that's very dynamic again. Ark, but that's too much of a time sink. And then games that are co-op. I've been asking people to play Civilization 6 co-op, Diablo 3 co-op, Avengers co-op, Legends mode, Ghost of Tsushima co-op. Wrestling is still one of my main go-to games, even though you can't remember the last time I played the game. So those are what I'm generally into for streaming in between major scheduled release titles. Yeah, I don't know if Hitman 3 will get more. Hello, Anthony. I almost didn't see you. Oh, probably that year is the last time I probably played it. Yeah, Watch Dogs 2 is more replayable than Legions, in my opinion. Yeah. I don't even have Watch Dogs installed on my PlayStation. I mean, I would, but, you know, I don't have that much room. Already I have to delete, like, I don't even know. Why did I keep Hitman 2? I can't remember. Oh, no, it is gone. Okay. But yeah. Okay, thanks for stopping by. And again, I know he's probably not here, but thank you very much once again to Ali for another $100 donation. That's like almost 400 Canadian dollars that's been donated by him in the last couple of days, which is absolutely insane. Do I do exclusive I've never really done that many. I've done a few escalations. I've maxed out level 20 mastery on a few of them. But yeah. Yes, Anthony's here. Why? Is that bad? Anthony's cool. Okay. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, good thing it said mainly chatting, but I started off with a lot of action. But I do have to go for supper. I'm getting hungry. I got to bring the garbage bins in. I got to shovel the driveway. All that fun stuff. I'll probably be back, maybe, depending on how much other stuff I have to get done for regular uploads. Yeah, that's not bad, for sure. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. The end of the stream was a little bit of a high school thing, but whatever. Oh, I had a blast. I mean, of course the money was really nice too. It's crazy how much that can help, obviously. Very few people in the world have too much money, you know. Well, don't put too much pressure on me there, Tyrone, but if all goes well, that's what I'm hoping. See you later, Justin, and everybody else. As always, I think I've already said this. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, just up until a few short weeks ago, I was mainly talking to myself in my live streams. I could barely get 2 or 3 people in here. Now I'm peaking at like 14, 15, and I'm averaging about a dozen people a stream. It's pretty cool, averaging almost 200 playback views per stream, which is definitely a lot more than what I normally would get up until even just a few weeks ago. Something happened that's really weird. For 6 months, I was getting 3 viewers on average, and then all of a sudden it's 12, and it's like it happened overnight. It's kind of weird, but I'm definitely not complaining. Okay, that's enough, or I'll be here until the end of time. No one wants to hear me flap my gums 100 miles an hour for 16 hours straight until I pass out. Supper. I should be back, if all goes well, in exactly 3 hours. See you, hopefully, around 8 Eastern, Standard Time.